What can art do for a community in flux? That's what Maryland professors and students are showing in the diverse Long Branch neighborhood, just 3 miles from the university.
Years ago, you would have had a different set of businesses there. When that business district was created along Flower Avenue, you had a theater, you had a five and dime store, a hardware store, a dry cleaners, a small grocery store, everything anybody would want. The neighborhood's seen quite a lot of changes demographically and in particular in a turnover in who owns the businesses. And so now you have a lot of Latino businesses and they're struggling to get folks to come to that area.
The community faces even bigger challenges with the planned arrival of a Purple Line light rail stop, which would bring massive changes in commerce and housing. That's why 2 years ago, the Long Branch Business League started working with the architecture, art, and dance programs to preserve community history, brighten the business district, and reveal future possibilities.
Art is the expression of your soul, so you have to represent the soul of your community with art.
Architecture professor Ronit Eisenbach and art professor John Rupert started working with the Montgomery Housing Partnership and Business League to put together art installations and performances throughout the community, starting with 10 student-created pieces in spring 2013.
We also put together what was called a super block party that took place on the Library Plaza in Long Branch. And what we were trying to do with this event was not only to bring people from the community, but also bring people from outside of the community to see what was going on. There were over 1,000 people that came. And as an architect, one of the things that I'm really interested in is how can you use temporary events, temporary art, temporary design, temporary performance to stimulate people's ideas about what's possible in the built environment.
In spring 2014, she and dance professor Sharon Mansour from the School of Theater, Dance, and Performance Studies worked with dance students to create a performance installation at the Long Branch Community Center and inside the Miles Glass building that was to be demolished. In September, they debuted their own work, Placeholders, with professional dancers as part of the Long Branch's Flower Fiesta, which celebrated 4 new murals along Flower Avenue.
Sure. The reason we titled the work Placeholders is we felt the sense of being in place not only involved physically being there, but sort of the sense of how you emotionally hold a place, like in your memory or in your heart. What valuable memories or hopes or dreams that you have for a certain place, whether it's a place you own, whether it's a public place that you visit often. And as we have been working in the area, people will talk about a certain business that had been in the current spot before, or hopes for, oh, I hope this new space comes.
They danced not in one place, they danced through the whole neighborhood. It was fantastic, and they brought attention to the things that we've been doing. They created these bamboo ladders, and they put it against the post where we had the flowers, so the attention of the people will go and look at the flowers. It was a fantastic journey. It was great. I'm so grateful to the University of Maryland for all the work they have done.
For students like Edgar Alvarado, a lifelong Long Branch resident, it was a chance to put his passion for public design and photography to work. He's taken pictures to capture the essence of his community. He now works as an AmeriCorps Vista volunteer at the Montgomery Housing Partnership to continue to improve local communities.
I want Long Branch to be like a landmark where people know that it's a place to be and a place to go. But I also want it not to be a victim of gentrification or just a lost place. I want it to hold its heritage, its culture, just be a nice place to be at, but at the same time respecting history and just moving forward.